Everyone enjoys getting out on the town for some live music. And there's nothing like going backstage and down the hall for a VIP pass to the inside information and interviews with the bands, singers, and songwriters that you enjoy. Welcome to Hall Around Town Radio's Backstage Hall Pass, a showcase of homegrown talent, mixing independent music with personal interviews and a behind-the-scenes look at our music community. Backstage Hall Pass is your front row center seat to some great conversation with the area's most talented artists. Whether you like rock, blues, folk, country, or R&B, Backstage Hall Pass delivers you a daily dose of the stories behind the music. And now, here's the host of our show, Scott Hall.
Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the program today. It is a Tuesday, the 27th of July. July almost over. It is. How y'all doing out there? Everybody good? Hope you're doing all right. We're doing okay here in the Hall Around Town Radio Studios, your number one source for live local music, news, bands, venues, and more. And today, it's Top 5 Tuesday. It is. We're going to go to the 80s today. We're going back to the 80s. So if you're out there, say hey. What's up, Kevin McCoy? How are you, my friend? Haven't seen you in a while. Hope you're doing well. Yes, sirree. Kevin McCoy in the house. Nashville recording artist, Kevin McCoy. He's doing well down there, Kevin. I can't wait for that number one to hit. That's what we're ready for, the number one. Hi, Mike Bates. How are you? Mike Bates says, big hair time. There you go. Hi, Jessica Merchant. How are you? Thanks for dropping by today. Hey, we had a hell of a weekend of music, guys, this past weekend. A wonderful, wonderful weekend of music. And there's so many choices now. So much that you can't get to everything, but we had a wonderful time. And if you missed out on our weekend update yesterday, you can go back and watch that on our page. We do it every Monday. And also, thank you to the So folk who made comments on our page yesterday about who they saw over the weekend, which tells us that we have a lot going on in music. Glad to hear it. Kind of hanging out here, and hopefully, I don't know why I'm getting pings in here, but we're going to mute that for sure. Let's get rid of the pingies. What do you say? Maybe? There we go. That should help. That should help a little bit. So, yeah, we've got, hi, Ty Richards from Truck. How are you? Good to see you with us today. Jim Snow in the house, 2 for Tuesday. It is. It's actually Top 5 Tuesday here, but it is 2 for Tuesday. The old Dixie Electric days there, Mr. Jim Snow, with 2 for Tuesday. We're waiting on a few people to catch up with the live. Sometimes it takes a few minutes. And if we don't, we'll just keep going. It's a beautiful day out there. It's hot, 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 hot. It is. Jim Rogers in the house. How are you, sir? Good to see you with us. Has Jardy had a great time with you guys over the weekend on Sunday. Sounded wonderful as always, and some great 80s music. We're actually going to talk about 80s party songs today, so be ready for that if you want to join in and give us your favorite ones. Be thinking about your favorite 80s party songs as we do it. Do want to make a couple quick announcements real quick. I'll be hosting trivia tonight, Mr. Burroughs Tavern. If you want to stop in there, I'll do my regular Tuesday night thing, and then Wednesday, if you're coming to Name That Tune trivia, please make sure that you guys get a reservation, because we've been filling up every week at Heather's. So we'd like to have you there, but call in and get a reservation today or first thing in the morning at the latest, and we'll get you on the list to have your own table and enjoy yourself with us as well. How is everybody today? If you're out there, say, hey, it's slow right now. The numbers go up, they go down, they go up, they go down. But thank you so much for being here. Top 5 Taco Tuesday, Gary said. I like tacos. I do. I like tacos. Sweet Sister Mercy says, Party All the Time by Eddie Murphy. That's interesting. Okay, I'll take it. I will. But we're doing the best party songs of the 80s. We're going to line them up and give you a whole list of them today. And you guys go ahead and start throwing them out there. If you've got them, throw them out there, because right now we're sitting at about 10 people on the old live here. So it's really weak on a Tuesday. Yesterday we were doing well, but what was weird is we had 40 on at one time live, and then boom, it went to 16 like in a second. So don't know if everybody got booted or what happens. And Mike Bates says he kills on that tune. Eddie Murphy, are we talking about? Eddie Murphy, his one-hit wonder, Party All the Time. That's what it is. It's a one-hit wonder for sure. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here. Steve Stein, how you doing? Good to see you. I didn't see your comment pop up there, but there it is up in the archive comments. We'll throw it up there. How are you? Good to see you today. And let's get started. I'm going to go deep in the list. Let's go way deep in my list. I've got a top 100 party songs of all time I'm going to bring you today, but I'm going to bounce around. I'm not going to give you all 100. You'd be sleeping by the end of it. But we are going to talk about some that are down there. And you know, a lot of people forget different songs that were in the 80s and such. One of them that was a big party song that everybody liked, which is way down on the list in the 80s, is Rapper's Delight. Remember that one with the Sugar Hill Gang? That was a big one at the old roller rinks and things like that. And some of the dance clubs. Hi, Lee Dixon. Look at that. Kevin McCoy and Lee Dixon in the same day. I am blessed with royalty today, people. I am. Musical royalty. They are here. But there's a whole lot of songs. You could go on all day about the 80s. And yeah, Mike Bates says Prince should have about 20 on that list. You got that right. And some of Prince's songs are way down on the list. Some are way up there on the list. But, you know, there's and the definition of a party song, some people have different definitions. I mean, you could call The Promise from the 80s a party song. People liked it. You know, they sang along to it and all that. But when I think of party songs, I think of people, you know, fist bumping and getting crazy and doing all that stuff. So we'll see what we got. Elliot's jumping in there. Definitely Pour Some Sugar on Me. He said, absolutely, Elliot pal. That's in there in the 80s. Some of you are going to go hairband on me. I know you are. I know how that is. Hi, Kevin Cooper. Thanks for dropping in today, buddy. I appreciate you being here. It is Top 5 Tuesday, guys. Our least watched show of the week. But, you know, we're doing it. If it doesn't work, we'll say bye-bye. That's how it works. We just cancel them if we don't like what we're doing. Because really, I'm the only one that's here. The rest of you are here hanging out. I appreciate that. Some of you stay for a while. Some of you stay for a little bit. But, you know, there's all kinds of 80s tunes. And we're talking about 80s tunes today and your top party songs. Julie, if you've joined us from the 80s, if you have any. Come On Eileen is a great one. That was a trivia team name the other night, and Eileen was in the group. It's getting a little scary. It was. Love Shack B-52s getting thrown in there by Gary. That's a good one. Thank you for that. And Poison, Nothing But a Good Time. Thank you for that one. Hi, Becky. Thanks for dropping in. Good to see you. Love to run into you in West sometimes. Haven't seen you guys in ages. Jimmy Kilroy in the house. How are you, buddy? Thanks for dropping in today. We're talking about the favorites of the 80s, and I'm on the list right now. You remember Rapper's Delight, as we said. Kim Wilde did a song called Kids in America. That was a good one that people really loved. A lot of Hall & Oates are in the list today. Gosh, how about Olivia Newton-John? Oh, Poolside in Tennessee. That sounds like a good time, Becky. I could dig that today. Yep. So how about Let's Get Physical by Olivia? That was one of the top songs of the 80s. Did you know that? As cheesy as it was, and the video was even cheesier. Let's Get Physical. Olivia Newton-John. Yes. No one's rickrolled the comments yet, Kevin Cooper. I was waiting on it too, because we know that one's a party anthem from the 80s. Everybody loved that. You had a lot of George Michael in the list, you know, Faith. The kind of one that goes to wonder. I think Eddie Grant did a song called Electric Avenue, and that was good. And yeah, Becky, I'm with you. I love so many 80s songs too. I can't pick just one. So throw some out there. If you've got a favorite one, throw it in the comments. Yeah, Electric Avenue, Red Red Wine. You remember that? Some one-hit wonders that came in the 80s. I don't know why someone voted on my list here, Take My Breath Away by Berlin. That's hardly a party anthem. It's a great song. Hardly a party song. So down at the 69 spot, Smooth Criminal rolls in there. You know, first time I ever heard a cover band do Smooth Criminal years ago, it was the Rusty Griswolds down in Cincinnati, and Richie Turbush just slayed that song. It was so much fun. So much fun. Hey, Scotty Long, thanks for dropping in today. Oh, yes, Super Freak, Rick James. For any of you playing music trivia this week, that might be one you hear. You never know. That might be on the list. Had a lot of Duran Duran votes in there. Of course, you take your 80s stuff. You had to throw in Danger Zone from Top Gun. That was a good one. Europe's Final Countdown. There's a band that plays around town called the Vinyl Countdown. That's a great name. Wang Chung. Let's throw a little Wang Chung at you here. You guys like Wang Chung? Yeah, I'll take it. Everybody have fun tonight. Kevin Cooper throwing in the Boy George. I did Boy George on my trivia page as one of the artists. We do the artist then and now, and we do the now picture. And so many people could not identify Boy George because I think it was like a mugshot or something I put up. But that was fun. Oh, Ty Richards, we're not going to take it. Yes, we're not. And Fight for Your Right to Party, the Beastie Boys. Saw Dave Moody do We're Not Going to Take It, Twisted Sister the other night in Hairball. It was great. It was fantastic. He killed it. Let's see. What's Becky's got? A bunch in marching band. Curie. Yeah, Curie's one. Thriller. Fun. And Barbara Ann. That's back before the 80s. Yes. Jump 99 Red Balloons. There we go. Jim Rogers throwing in a Footloose comment. That's a good one. Now that we can dance again, we don't have to do the Footloose thing. Whitney Houston hit it in there. Billy Joel, We Didn't Start the Fire in the 80s. I don't know if that'd be a party anthem or not, or a party song, but it was good. Prince is down on the list, though, on the votes. He got 56 on, or he came in at 56 on Let's Go Crazy. Interestingly enough. You really don't think of Let's Go Crazy in that 80s wheelhouse, the early MTV wheelhouse and all that. The Beat It, Julie just threw in there. Pour Some Sugar on Me. That's a couple votes for that in the comments today. Thank you for that, Scotty Long. How about Men at Work? Love some Men at Work. The Land Down Under. Yes. Becky's saying, I would die for you, Prince. There's a lot of Prince hits, man. Prince, we could just do a whole show on your favorite Prince song. Well, we did. We did that once on Top 5 Tuesday. Purple Rain took the top spot as always. But, how about Devo? You want to put a flower pot on your head and sing a song and make $1 million? Devo did it with Whip It. They did. Thank you, Gary. Just threw that in there too. That's funny, Gary. You said that. I Want to Dance with Somebody, Whitney Houston. Still a great song to this day. A lot of people love that song. When you put it on, you see the room singing along to it. You got Rock the Casbah in there. That's one that was a big one. More Billy Joel with Uptown Girl. That was nice. How about Bruce Springsteen did a video to this song, had a young Courtney Cox get on stage and dance with him, Dancing in the Dark. That was cool. And for a long time, it was all rumored because nobody knew who she was, that was his sister, Bruce Springsteen's sister. It was not. Courtney Cox was just an actress. She was. My Sharona, Jay Clark throwing in there. That's good. Peter O'Neill, we're talking about your favorite 80s party songs today in Top 5 Tuesday. I'm getting a bunch of them. I'm getting a whole bunch of them. Look at that. Julie says, let's go crazy. Kevin Cooper's got a Bad Case of Loving You. Some Robert Palmer in there. Becky throwing it out. We got The Beat and I, the Tiger Celebration, and Elvira. Mike did the band, right? Yes. That was in his era. King Trains before the 80s. It was. We Didn't Start the Fire. That was a great video, by the way, I thought. Peter O'Neill throwing the Love Shack out there. Tin Roof Rusted. Yes, sir. And Our House, Madness. Yes, by Madness. Our House in the middle of the street. In that way, win or something like that. Eddie Money, Take Me Home Tonight was on the list. Walking on Sunshine, Katrina and the Wave is in there. Frankie Goes to Hollywood with Relax comes in at number 41, way down on the list. Paradise City, can't forget that was in the 80s. A little GNR. Gotta throw that one in there. You Spin Me Round Like a Record, baby. That was another big one. Big one at the dance clubs. Yes. Started in the dance clubs. It did. All right. Keep them coming, people. I've got to vote for Come On Eileen. It's on here at number 37. Material. Jay Giles. I love the song Centerfold. I thought that was a good one in the 80s. It's kind of your 80s who's who hit. I don't know if we call all these party songs, but we'll throw them in there. Girls Just Want to Have Fun. You gotta add that one to the list. Little Cyndi Lauper. How about a one-hit wonder from Lips Incorporated called Funky Town? Anybody remember Funky Town? That was an all skate in the regular direction. It really was. Funky Town. And then you got to go to some Loverboy. Loverboy. Yes, Working for the Weekend. Started out with a little cowbell banging. That's good. What'd you say? Dancing Queen, Scotty Long, Peter O'Neill throwing in You Shook Me All Night Long. Oh, there's Gary with the 80s dance floor. He was on the dance floor wearing platform shoes. He was. You Dropped a Bomb on Me. The Gap Band. Yes. Duran Rio, Jay Clark throwing it in. Thank you. Peter O'Neill remembers Funky Town. That was a good one. I loved Working for the Weekend, though, starting off with the cowbell. That was cool. You give love a bad names in there. How about Aha? That was a one-hit wonder, wasn't it? Did they have any other hits? Take on Me. There were so many one-hit wonders in the 80s. You can do rounds of one-hit wonder 80s stuff. And Kara, we're talking about your top 80s party songs. Top 80s party songs today for all of you out there. We got a few minutes left. Let's keep going. Would you call When Doves Cry a party song? I would say no. It's on the list, but I would say no. I mean, people played it at parties, I'm sure, but that was almost a little bit of a love song, sort of. Sad love song, but there it was. Crazy Train comes in. That's got to be a party anthem from the 80s. It does. Kara says, no parking on the dance floor, taking it to Cincinnati's Midnight Star right there. Yes, sirree. Nasty Girl. Do you think I'm a nasty girl? That was Vanity 6. It was. Walk This Way, I think, was in the 80s, the remake, wasn't it? I believe it was. I'd have to look it up. Somebody out there with Google fingers, Google that real quick, because I can't do it while I'm on this computer. I can actually give you a little idea of, see, my hands are down here on this computer, so I can't do that right now. What's Becky got going on? She says, Bad Medicine. Yeah, there we go. And then Crazy Train and Walk This Way. Those are all in there. Walk This Way was originally in 75, but I want to know when the dance remake was redone with Run DMC and Aerosmith. That's what we want to go. 1986. Thank you, Jim Rogers, for being my go-to producer today. Thank you so much. I don't have a producer sitting on the other side typing it in and sending it to my screen. No, but I have Jim Rogers, so thank you. Oh. Jimmy Gard says boom, boom. There we go. Okay. What else we got? Thank you, Scotty Long. Go set up for karaoke at Froggy. Or no, you're not at Froggy's night. You're at the Barrel tonight. You're at Froggy's on Wednesday. Little River Bar and Grill on Thursdays. Mr. Scotty Long, DJ songs. Check him out. Not Your Mama's Karaoke, people. Good stuff. Big production when he does this thing. That's my shameless plug for you, Scotty. All right, what else we got? Electric Slide, Kara threw in there. That's one that was a party song, wasn't it? All right. I'm getting down on the list here in my list. Let me see what we've got before we have to check out, and I have to head to a gig as well. Super Freak coming in at number 23. I missed number 24. That was Old Time Rock and Roll. Everybody loved Tom Cruise sliding in his underwear. Yeah. Walk Like an Egyptian comes in at number 22. Number 21 is Beat It by Michael Jackson. Chris and Kenny say The Stroke. Is that the Billy Squier stroke, or is that some other stroke? Carl Carlton? I don't know. Tainted Love hits the number 20 spot today. Man, I got some good ones on here. This is going to be a good list when we get down to the top 10, I think. It might be. It might be. All right. Anybody have any? Yeah, Chris and Kenny said that. Old time rock and roll was 78. Well, thank you, Jim Rogers, my fact checker. See, I'll pull that off the list then. It's not, well, didn't it relive in the 80s again? Did it go back onto the charts in the 80s because of Risky Business? Was that in the 80s? Look that one up, Jim. When was Risky Business? Because it put a injection of adrenaline into that song again, just like a whole lot of them, like Bohemian Rhapsody and Wayne's World and some of those. Yes, Risky Business, 1983. Thank you. Man, I need you on here every day, Jim. I do. Tainted Love at number 20. Don't You Want Me at number 19. Come on, Feel the Noise. Number 18. Quiet Riot. One of my favorite songs, my go-to karaoke song of all time. Yes. 866. Talking to Minnie. That comes in at 17 with Tommy Two-Tone. The Love Shack did make it in the top 20 at number 16 for all of you out there. 15, Under Pressure. I don't know if I'd call that a party song, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Vanilla Ice stole it. Jesse's Girl. Jesse Was a Friend. Yes. Number 14, Rick Springfield. Billie Jean at number 13, Michael Jackson. Number 12, Summer of 69. And you ever listen to the words of that song? It has nothing to do with summer. It really doesn't. Listen closely. Read the bio on it. It's interesting. Yes. Dancing with Myself, Billy Idol. I'll take that one for sure. I'll take that one. Yes. Thank you, Jim Rogers, again for that comment that just finally popped up on the screen that I asked to go there a minute ago. All right, Sweet Child of Mine at number 11, and then I get into the top 10 party songs of all time. God, sound effects and all. How about that? Number 10, Kool and the Gang takes the number 10 spot with Celebration. Celebration. All right, there you have that one. Hi, Peggy James. We are talking about your top 80s party songs today in Top 5 Tuesday. Walk This Way made it to the top 10, number 9. Number 9 on the list. How about that? How about that? Walk This Way. Run DMC and Aerosmith collaboration there. Should I Stay or Should I Go at number 8 today? And the Beastie Boys taking the number 7 spot with Fight for Your Right to Party. Or what else? I mean, fight for your right to party. I like that idea. All right, keeping it going. Number 6, one of the most overplayed, oversung songs in karaoke of all time. If you've ever been to a karaoke bar, you've heard somebody either butcher this or do it really well, and that is Don't Stop Believin' by Journey. Because everybody, when they get a few drinks in them, is just a small town girl. They are. All right. Number 5 in my 80s. This is my list now. I've done my top 5 80s. And well, I got to intro this with something. Yes. I'll use the radio voice. Number 5. Back in Black, AC/DC, taking the number 5 spot today on my list of top 80s party songs. Living on a Prayer coming in at number 4. You got to do that bass line in the beginning. Number 3 had a lot of people say it. Pour Some Sugar on Me. Def Leppard taking the number 3 spot. Number 2. I Love Rock and Roll. Joan Jett and the Blackhearts. How about that? What do you think number 1's going to be, people? Somebody tell me. What do you think number 1 will be?
Great question, Scott.
Thank you, Dan. Okay. Back in Black. Yes, Back in Black was number 5. And Jay Clark is saying Back in Black over You Shook Me? Well, yeah. What do you think number 1's going to be? Anybody know? Kara says 1999. It's not going to happen. Not going to happen. No, ma'am. Gary said Joan Jett in the comments. I missed that one, Gary, but yes, they roll by fast sometimes. Okay. Well, are you ready? I think I'm ready. Let me see. Do we have a winner? Kara says Prince. She's saying Thriller. I'm going to beg to differ with you on that. Another One Bites the Dust is not in the top 5.
We have a winner.
Our winner today in Scott's top 5. AC/DC, You Shook Me All Night Long for the best 80s party song of all time. I had to throw it in there. I know it's rocky. Some people are not into that. They were more into the Prince side of things. But you got to admit, everybody gets crazy when that song comes on. Yeah, We Are Family was way down on the list, Peggy, but it did make the list. Another One Bites the Dust made the list, Becky. It did. And Jay, you see, it wasn't bumped. It was not bumped by Back in Black. It just, AC/DC made it on the list twice on my list. How about that? But, you know, if you were a young person in the 80s and you liked kind of rock and roll, AC/DC had it going on. They did. So that's it. That's it today. Talk to you watching Wednesday with the band. Don't have a time yet. I'll let you know when that's going to be posted. It'll be posted in the morning for Wednesday with the band. In the event we get a cancellation for that, be on standby, musicians, because I may need you. I'm worried about tomorrow's Wednesday with the band a little bit. Been a little bit of a communication disconnect there, but that happens sometimes in the music world. And the following week, we will have Brandy on from Strange Loves. That'll be fun. We're going to have her and some of her band. And we'll be having a good time. Thank you for that, Jay. Appreciate it. Jay will be playing this weekend down in Sprinkleboro at Heather's. So look him up, Jay Clark Band, and follow them on Facebook too, if you can, guys, and any of our other musicians that come on here. Thank you all so much. Hope you all have a great evening. I'm going to do a little bit of trivia tonight, and we'll be back with you tomorrow with Wednesday with the band. And then Thursday, bringing you Who's Playing Out, brought to you by Froggies and Monroe. You try their playing. Also sponsored by our friends at Warren County Online News. Thank you, Glenn. Didn't see you were on here, but thank you for being on our YouTube channel. My YouTube viewer, Glenn, is not a Facebooker, so he is a YouTuber, and I appreciate you being a viewer on here every day with our live stuff. We simulcast now on YouTube and on Facebook every day, guys. So thanks so much for watching. Had a great time being with you. Let me see if I've got anything to go out with here. Do we have anything? Oh, hell, I don't know. We'll just go back here. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye, everybody. Have a great night.